Hello everyone, so today we're going to review on how to configure device access control using local passwords. So for the purpose of this video here, we're going to create a router and then access its command line interface when it's done booting. When we access our CLI or our command line interface, the default mode after booting is the user executive mode, which usually shows the router word and then the less than sign. So in this case, we're going to skip our first initialization so we can focus on the part where we have our passwords. So here, as you can see, this is the current mode, which is the user executive mode. So what you want to do first is to access our global configuration mode. Before we can access our global configuration mode, we have to access our privileged executive mode here by typing enable, which then you will see the router word here with an octothorpe, and that is how we know we are in the privileged exec mode. And then we are going to enter config D to enter our global configuration mode. So here we can set our passwords. First we want to do is create a password, and we're going to choose the word blueberries for this time. So we're going to have to enter enable password blueberries. And then we can exit this mode by typing exit. And then to see if we got our password in, we can enter the command show run. And as you can see here, we have our blueberries password already. So first what you want to do, next what you want to do is, as you can see here, our password is unencrypted. So that is not a strong password as well at all. So to strengthen our password, we have to go back into our privilege mode and use our secret command. So we're going back to privilege mode using the here, and then we want to create a secret word. So for our secret word, we can use enable cranberries. Just to check if it went in, we're going to run our configs. Going to show our config again using the show run or the sh run command. And as you can see, it's already encrypted in the secret password, but our password is not yet encrypted. So what we want to do is to enable our secret command is to enable our password encryption. So we have to go back there, config D, and then enable service password encryption. And then to check if our password is now encrypted, you have to exit this again and then run our show our config using sh run. And then as you can see, we now have an encrypted password. So we can also change our password without decrypting it, as long as you have the secret password. And here, as you can see, that's the encrypted password. So for a quick explanation, so how does it work? So when you create the password, the router hashes the password, and then it puts a one-way math equation that results in some random text. It is generally not possible to reverse this equation, and the hash equation or the algorithm is called MD5. But two other forms of hashes are available, which is the SHA-256 and script. Both are more secure than MD5. The router stores the password hash. When you try to log in, the router puts the password that you entered through the same hash equation. The router compares the hash it just calculated with the hash that it is storing, and if they match, the router knows that you entered the correct password. So there are also other algorithm types here, and if you want to choose a different encryption aside from the default one, you can always type enable algorithm type SHA-256 secret, and then your password for the SHA-256 encryption, and enable algorithm type script secret password for our script encryption. So we can also change any password just by typing the command again. For example, we want to change our password. So as you can see here, it's this encryption. So we want to change our password here. Enable password. We want to change our global password from blueberries to red berries. And as you can see, this string of text is going to be different from then on. And show run. If you compare this string, which usually translates to blueberries, is now turned into this string. There's a difference, if you can see, and this one decrypts into red berries.